specific in these things.
Exactly. Go ahead, Hugh.
I can say with certainty that this is not a Yeti print.
Were you here? No. So you don't know.
We saw what made this. We were chasing it. Seriously, do you remember? It was 5 minutes ago.
You have always underestimated the Yeti threat! Hello?
Gabriel, do you remember what your job is?
Yeah?
And what is that job?
To punch devils?
And do you see any devils?
I don't know. Maybe?
Do you?
No.
Then be quiet. Daddy's working.
Okay, so you guys are assholes, I guess.
Oh, hello. Sorry, didn't see you there.
Who are you guys? Excuse me.
I'm Tycho what?
Brahe.
Oh, Brahe. Alright then. I'm Tycho Brahe, and this is...
John Gabriel, Startling Developments Detective Agency. Here's my card.
You have cards?
I was thinking about getting some. Do you guys see things like this a lot? Excuse me. Actually, for us, giant robots are fairly normal.
Our specialties lie in tracking down tainted artifacts and thwarting ancient evil gods. Sounds like a fun job.
Sometimes both.
He's right, and in those cases, we do offer a discount.
I love the look on Gabriel's face.
He's so cheerful.
He is. He's so happy. You guys are following that thing? Actually, yeah.
It's not an official case or anything. You might call it professional curiosity. Why?
I'd like to find out who made it, so I can kill them. Ellipses.
Okay.
I thought... Oh, wait, that's you. Sorry.
I thought we saw you back there. Was that your mouth agape with terror?
Agape?
It means open.
You know what else means open? Open. That's great.
I apologize. We have a unique working relationship.
That robot wrecked my house. I want in.
Well, if it's vengeance you crave, you're welcome to come along. Who doesn't like a bit of vengeance? We've got a spare room in the office, should you need a robot-free place to rest your head. Come on, I think I know where to start looking.
Tycho Erasmus Brahe.
That's quite an awesome name.
It is.
And I love his smugness.
I love how he's always reading a book, no matter what.
Gabe, you coming?
What? Oh, yeah. Jonathan Gabriel. Everything was going great. That is, until he fought the devil.
I can imagine that would put a crimp in your day.
I can imagine, too.
You know, the occasional satanistic meeting will probably throw off your plans for the morning.
M. Garvey. That sounds like I should know that name.
Beats me.
Did you see what the robot just said?
Not quite.
Run non-consensual.exe.
Well, a lot of thought has gone into the vulgarity of these robots.
It has. And there's Tycho, Tommy gun and all.
Reads a book and wields a Tommy gun. I approve of this combination.
And his basic attack is to throw the book up into the air, shoot them, and then catch the book.
Sounds like fun to me.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a man who knows his work.
Or really likes books. Or both.
Or both. You're pretty for a sentient being. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Not sure if that should be a good thing or not.
Apparently it had hit that. Roll for initiative. Just gonna let these special attacks build up. Oh, wait. Cat!
Grooming or dooming. Lovely.
Yeah, it has like a 1 in 74 million chance of instantly killing everything on the field.
Right. I'm just trying to work out how that leads to the destruction of everything.
Well, the licking itself does not. It's actually something else.
Alright, then that makes a certain degree more sense.
Yes, but it's not much better. It is T. Kemper.
Now.
It is T. Kemper after all. Did I ever tell you? Did you ever tell you how much I love the sound of machine guns?
I think that's something you should probably contact a therapist about.
No. It's just because it's, highly comforting doesn't mean it's anything worrying.
Nah, definitely not.
No.
Well, as long as you don't go seeking out the sounds of gunfire, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't do that. Unless I'm playing a game, then,
Gunfire tends to find you, generally speaking, if you're playing most games.
Exactly. I'm a little scarred now.
Oh, it just likes you.
And now the robot is bleeding.
Love.
And now the robot is bleeding.
How does a robot bleed?
We don't ask those questions there.
I like how he gets on one knee so that the gun's at the same level as the robot.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. So I got an extra overkill bonus. That's pretty good.
Our time together is almost at an end. Yog Bamoon. And to think I had such plans. Plans that would have taken the fall once our windsurfing was concluded. There is
alas,
no
the windsurfing.
I know. I'm so looking forward to it.
Babe to battle steel devils on the rain-slick precipice of darkness.
I like the way he says that.
Suppose it can't.
It's very dramatic.
Uh-huh.
Let me leave you with this, at least.
Random cowering man
New
just running back
friends
and
have
forth.
granted you a refuge in their supernatural agency. You may go there at any time by clicking the agency icon on your screen. From here, you may travel about the city.
Can you have a conversation with a narrator?
Not in this case.
You might
It's just like, generally speaking, is it a narrator if you can talk to it?
Yes.
It's like that kind of defeats the point.
Well, not really. The narrator's whole point is to tell the story, and just because you interact with him doesn't mean he's not telling the story.
And time.
I suppose. Just seems odd that if you could talk to a narrator.
I don't really understand the logo.
Which logo?
Our company logo. I don't get it.
What's not to get? Here, I can break it down. Startling developments. I mean, that's the name of the agency. Gotta have that on there.
Why did you name it Startling Developments? Oh, I understand that part. That's because sometimes, some shit happens and all of a sudden you're like, whoa!
Yes. I might have worded it differently, but I believe you have captured the spirit.
What is the meaning behind the symbol?
I'm glad you asked. The gear symbolizes the irresponsible farce of the modern world. The eye represents the deep sight required to see through it.
And the lightning bolt?
The lightning bolt symbolizes being awesome.
I've really been enriched by this whole thing.
Fantastic. Then let us move on.
New map area. Okay. Let's actually first break some containers so I can get even more items.
Let the loot hoarding begin.
Exactly. Oh.
Brilliant timing.
I know, right? It's the police. Just act cool.
For the police, they don't really seem to be doing much about this whole robot thing.
Well, then again, this is the mostly perfect burg of New Arcadia.
True, they might have been involved the whole time. No, that would be normal.
It may be that the police are why this is mostly perfect, because the police are actually...
They actually do something.
They actually do something.
Well, it seems that problem's been solved. I haven't seen any since we started.
Yeah, exactly.
Dear sweet Anne Claire, if only Mummy
I don't
knew
really
what
want to
you're
think
up
about what
to
those robots did to
so
them, though.
very late at night.
The diminutive Dr. Lars Krangle. Oh, hey.
It's very pink.
It is very pink. It is also a little girl's room.
Stereotypical, but makes sense. I say stereotypical. My sister's room was pretty much the same. Good niece, you give me hope for this wasted and feral generation.
And uncle, do you still battle with the dark gods?
On occasion. Your parents, still seeing the world, I take it?
Yes, perpetually so. New Arcadia is a part of the world as well, if they would remember to visit it. Ah well, I have my studies, and my tools, and my hobbies, as it were.
Not sure if that should be off-putting or not. I see. I need not worry then.
She smiles. Uncle, it is not I who lurks in crypts and such like.
True, child. True enough. What's wrong with crypts?
They're the best places, man. This is your niece. I have not had the pleasure.
This is my darling niece, Anne Claire Forthwith. She has a fondness for machines, and they her.
Anne Claire Forthwith.
Sounds like a good British name to me.
Like Longshanks?
That's Scottish. To the extent that machines feel fondness, I suppose. In any case, I sometimes bring her things she needs for her project, and we have come to rely on her expertise.
How do you do? Nice place.
How polite.
This is quite a room. I am pleased you like it. It is a little cramped these days, but somehow I persevere. And
That
look!
room's about the size of my house.
And look! I have recently hung a new poster of Dr. Lars Krangle, world-renowned roboticist. There's an interview with him in this month's edition of Whirligig. I find him quite dreamy in the modern parlance.
Foreshadowing.
It's
I haven't played this, so I have no idea, but I imagine so.
it's sort of foreshadowing for the second game. Anne
Playing
Claire...
the long game.
Yeah, Anne Claire Forthwith? You're Tycho's niece, but your last name isn't Brahe?
Well, not if his sister got married. It's complex. Her father doesn't especially like being my brother. The Brahe clan has a reputation for... A reputation for...
Insanity?
We like evil tombs. I don't know how else to say it. I see no problem with this. He left home as soon as he was able and changed his name. He's done well for himself.
We're tracking a giant robot. Seems like your kind of thing. Oh, right, that's my part. My interest is piked.
Peaked.
Peaked, thank you.
Actually, there are several robots.
My heart is aflutter.
More robots are always best. I thought you might be pleased.
I need a moment to mourn my house. Man, I really liked having a house. It had a very housey quality that I found appealing.
Alas, poor house, I knew it well.
I lost a screwdriver once, cross slot number 1, and I cried for a week. I imagine this is worse.
Possibly.
Okay, I'm ready to talk about the robots now. I've used the time between now and the incident to heal spiritually. Certainly, that is, if you are quite sure. There is a large robot, the one that destroyed my house, and a number of smaller ones that look like it. They resemble one another. Strange.
That leads to a concerning thought. The little ones hump things, and the big one looks like them.
You're starting to get one of the jokes in the second game.
We've been collecting samples of the machines as we move about the city.
I see. These machines are not whole then.
Not anymore.
Well, they were whole before we smashed them. Smashed them? They're mean!